Mr. Edit Man presents. What's a weird rule at your job where you know it's only there because someone was dumb enough to do it in the first place? Do not mop the floor of the walk-in freezer. I work in a large pet store. When going through step 2 training during our reptile booklet it states, do not lick the reptiles.
So it's okay to lick the amphibians?
Not at work, but in the dorm I stayed in sophomore year there was a sign in the gym which read no razor scooters on the treadmills. In med school we were explicitly told not to steal the penises from the cadavers and take them home, to use them for pranking people.
Ha ha ha, imagine dropping one while standing next to someone at a urinal.
My grandmother was a med student, the only female in the cohort. During the early 50s, she told me she'd routinely find a penis in her lab coat pocket when showing up for class. She said it stopped when she smacked the number 1 suspect in the face with a dick. I work at a bookstore. We have no dress code other than no blue jeans. I never really questioned it. I mean I assumed it was because jeans could seem too casual. Until one day my coworker told me the reason for the rule was because there was a guy who used to work there a few years back who wore the same blue jeans every single day to work. And he never washed them. My boss would tell him over and over again to wash his damn pants as they were becoming dirty and smelly. Realizing he could not physically force the guy to wash them. My boss just created the rule that no one was allowed to wear blue jeans ever again. No bringing Tupperware to corporate events to load up with food and bring home. People have done this without even attending the event, party or meeting. Apparently when asked to stop they became belligerent and aggressive. So the company's lead counsel sent out an email. My wife does this. She was going to a friend's graduation ceremony or something. I'm like, what the duck are you bringing those for? Oh. To take food home. There's always so much extra. They want you to do it. Later she comes home. People were staring at me like I have problems. Oh, you don't say. Ike. Toilets presented here are for decoration only.
That's not going to stop people, but fortunately, the clear plexiglass cover they put on top of the toilets at least ensures that you cannot deposit a juice into them.
Once at Home Depot I actually watched a little kid take a shite in a display toilet. In one motion he pulled his pants down, hovered over the seat, pinched it off, and ran to catch up with his parents. Did not even wipe. It was a display right on the main aisle as well. I work at a hospital and we are not allowed toasters on the site due to a nurse forgetting to take the bread out one day, which caused a fire in the kitchen. This rule now means that the staff are allowed to use some of the most advanced equipment man has ever made, yet are forbidden to heat bread. No one is to climb into the trash compactor. The last guy that did got dead. I work at a university school of music. Our concert hall has an orchestra pit lift built into the stage, for both opera purposes and for access to a storage area underneath. We're not allowed to operate it without a deafening siren anymore, thus rendering it useless as an actual orchestra pit, which was its original purpose. You'd think no one would fall into a giant hole that has lights around the edge. You'd think. I work private ambulance. Was warned on my first psychiatric call not to ask the suicidal 17-year-old girl for her number in the back of the ambulance. At the advertising agency my wife works at, HR has had to send out emails stating that strippers are not allowed on the premises, no matter what the situation or celebration. At the bank I worked in we had a rule of no taking pictures of money and putting it on Instagram.
I'm on the teller line right now with $30,000 in my drawer. No hundreds.
Post it on Instagram.
Shoe store. The foot measuring device is for measuring feet and nothing else. Or something to that effect.
That's just foolish. How else am I supposed to know if my sandwich is a foot long?
Do you really want to measure your sandwich on something that people are putting their penis on all day long? No dancing with the children. We had an over-enthusiastic teacher. She was taking swing dancing classes. She took a kid and was swinging him all around. Had him roll down her back, basically flopping him around like a ragdoll. Oh, until she dropped him. Yeah. Good move there. Not while I was at work, but while I was in hospital being wheeled on a bed whilst heavily sedated out of surgery I noticed signs hanging from the ceiling about every 10 meters saying, unauthorized entry to ceiling not permitted. Do not bring machetes or BB rifles on property. Security guard went psycho a few overpass shifts. Cut down several trees. Postmark the interior of the guard shack, top to bottom. Sliced up several feet of metal exterior siding on multiple buildings. Also shot at crows while trucks were entering the front gate. No one wants to see a rifle barrel protruding from the very building where they must check in. Took them nearly 2 years to fire him. Gotta love the good old boys club. At a fast food place. Don't not order delivery from somewhere else for your break. I used to work at McDonald's and we would call Subway and Papa John's and work out trades all the time. Most of the time we use the petty cash if we could not work out a trade. One time we traded like 200 uncooked chicken nuggets for like $60 worth of steak and shake. We totally got the better end on that deal. I worked at a Wendy's a few years back. The general manager would order pizza on a regular basis. They delivered it through the drive-through window. Do not take naps in empty rooms. I worked at an old folks home. So no napping in empty rooms where people had recently died. Also I learned a lot of people sleep at work. Lucky bastards. Always wear pants while operating the helicopter. We do not even have a helicopter.
Makes me wonder why the pantless helicopter operator did to make them get rid of the helicopter.
In closed captioning. If someone starts speaking another language, only put in speaking French or whatever if you know 100% for sure that it is absolutely French. Otherwise, just put speaking other language. I know that's caused someone mixed up Spanish and Italian and someone complained to the network. Not at work ... But at my high school we were not allowed to put our fingers in the test tube racks because a really fat kid got his fingers stuck in them and they had to cut the rack off in woodshop class ... That kid was me. At my uni, the first rule on a sheet we got is to not steal street signs. Used to work at a crematorium. The rule: no hiding in the cremation containers. Caskets basically done to scare people by hiding in said box and scaring the shite out of someone. These antics came to a screeching halt when a coworker had a heart attack from the scare. Fill your coffee cup at the coffee station. Do not take the coffee pot to your desk because someone brought the glass coffee pot to their desk and broke it, spilling coffee everywhere. We actually had to make signs. Do not put pickles in the toilet and no climbing in the dryer. I'm a stay-home mom. These people are idiots. I work at a running shoe company. One of the rules is you cannot wear anything made by a competitor in the office. Just seems like it'd be really awkward to show up wearing something from the number 1 competitor when we're number 3 or 4. Do not stick your hand in the snowblower while it's running. They never did find the rest of Craig's fingers. My son's speech and debate team has a very strict no milk products on the bus rule. Parents and students are subjected to extended lectures on the importance of this rule. All because once, years ago, someone accidentally spilled milk on the bus heater toward the beginning of long trip. Apparently that led to a very unpleasant experience for all concerned. Now, for the rest of eternity, there will be no milk products on the bus. I work in institutional asset management. We invest pension and endowment money. Every month the administrators of our LPs send us all individual account statements bundled in one PDF. When a client asks for this, even though they probably already received it from the admin, we could just extract that page from the PDF and send it over. One time a girl on my team did not know how to extract properly and accidentally sent every client statement to one person. We are now no longer allowed to send the statements to clients using that bundled PDF. We have to email the admin company and ask them for that particular statement and then send that copy. Even though we already have it. It's minor, but it always bothers me. I have college students make videos as part of class. I have had to institute the following. No locking anyone in the trunk of your car, ever, for a class project. No riding a kayak down the stairs. No bringing an enormous knife to campus to actually perform the blood brother ceremony in a stairwell. No bringing a giant bottle of Jagger to campus. No building a small wooden dollhouse just to burn it and film it on campus. No reenacting the final fight scene from 300 on campus with some real weapons without permission from security. No lighting a piece of toast on fire in your apartment with cologne and then nearly burning down your apartment. Better yet, just no fire. Do not hit golf balls onto the freeway. No firing of guns within city limits. It's a law. No making of your own blanks for a gun out of a vanilla scented candle. Your gun will never smell right again. No doing anything so god awful stupid that I have to take points off for illegal. Do not make me add another goddamn item to the goddamn list. If you are reading this, you watched until the end of the video. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed it. Bam. On screen there should be some more videos similar to this. So either go do something else, or watch more videos. That's about it. There is no more here. What are you waiting for, a secret message or something? This is not a secret, but subscribe for more videos like this.